You're watching Eastern Iowa's only local news in high definition. This is the News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Lauren Squires. A Union Pacific train derailed in Tama County early this morning. It happened near A Ave, just east of LeGrand. Now, several cars on the tracks were flipped over, spilling their contents. Fire crews were called to the scene, but they left once they discovered nothing toxic was in the overturned cars. In fact, they were filled with yogurt and cheese, along with some mail cars. People who lived nearby said they didn't hear the train derail. In fact, they slept right through the whole thing. Officials with Union Pacific are on the scene and trying to clean things up and clear the tracks. Neighbors believe no one was injured.
And I think that's what happened this morning. I heard the trains, and it just sounded like they were going, and then all of a sudden it sounded like one was coming right through the house. But it still didn't bother me. I still stayed in bed and didn't get up and look.
Now, Union Pacific officials are still investigating the cause of that derailment. An Iowa City man faces sexual abuse charges after admitting he slept with a 13-year-old. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says 22-year-old Jan Baraz Perez slept with a victim at least twice last year. Deputies say the victim told him her age, and he admitted sleeping with her during an interview. He now faces charges of 2 counts of third-degree sexual abuse. Now, guns are no longer allowed to be carried in Farley. That's according to our coverage partners at the Dubuque Telegraph-Herald. The city of Farley passed the ordinance prohibiting firearms in all city buildings. One specific city-owned building, the Memorial Hall, prompted the ordinance. It hosts events where alcohol is served. Farley's mayor says the city is not anti-gun, but leaders don't want to expose people to any situations where guns and alcohol could mix. The Dubuque Police Department gathered members of the community tonight in order to raise funds for the Save the 48. To celebrate the 175th anniversary of the department in 2012, the department is trying to restore a 1948 Chevy-style Master that was donated by the former police officer. Now, because it's over 60 years old, obviously the car has a lot of problems, and that list can be long.
The car's in pretty rough shape, and it was in desperate need of restoration, and we took on the project to try to raise funds to get the car restored.
In an effort to raise money to restore the car, the Historical Police Committee hosted a dinner and silent auction with generous donations from time and the community members working on the old Chevy. It could be restored in a couple of years. It's that time of year. St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, and Waukon residents got a head start on festivities today. It was a day of family floats, green attire, and fun.
My family is Irish and proud of it.
And that's really what the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Waukon is all about, Irish pride.
We're the O'Neill clan, and we have a very good fun time in the parade. Families get together and just have a good time for St. Patrick's Day.
It's a time when families of Irish and non-Irish heritage show off their green sides.
On St. Patrick's Day, everybody's an Irishman, so.
And apart from just being a whole lot of fun,
we're here as the Brew Brothers.
This traditional event also brings lots of green to the city of Waukon.
I know the hotels are full, and there's supposed to be lots of buses coming to town, lots of people from out of town coming in to check it out.
Residents say word of mouth keeps this parade growing every year, but it's the people living here who keep passing it down to younger generations.
My father-in-law, who is not Irish, built this for my mom, and 3 years ago she passed away, so we're carrying on the tradition of the Irish float, the parade, and everything.
That was Brady Smith reporting, and there's a little bit of Irish in all of us. Again, there will be a special St. Patty's Day buffet Thursday evening at 5 in Waukon at Milty's. Proceeds from the dinner will go towards several Lions Club projects. Coming up next on Iowa's News Channel 7, an Eastern Iowa man is using his own disability to help others with theirs. But first, here's a look at today's most read stories on KWWL.com and ones you'll see in tomorrow's Dubuque Telegraph-Herald. Covering news in Waterloo, New Hampton, Waverly, and your hometown, this is Iowa's News Channel 7 in high definition.